If you're like me, you've been waiting for Microsoft to do something with Banjo Kazooie. I mean, they've owned it since 2002 and only have made one game that a lot of people try to forget.
Oh yeah, we don't talk about that.
So when are they gonna make Banjo Kazooie? It's been like my most desired thing for Xbox to do, honestly, with all of their studios and IPs that they've gotten.
They're announcing 2 characters.
Well, I have this theory now that we are on the cusp or have watched this new Nintendo Direct, and whether we watch this before or after, there's still hope for it in the future, but I hope it was at this Direct. I guess it depends on when you watch this, but I have a feeling Xbox is actually going to show the next Banjo Kazooie game, not at their own show, but at the Nintendo Direct.
Oh my God, okay, it's happening.
For many years, Xbox has attempts, if you will, or whatever substitute of the word, that they are trying to get a studio to do Banjo Kazooie, or they feel it out, or the public, more so than Xbox actually, the public more so, reaches out or do these interviews to find out, hey, would you do that game? There's even like Tim Schafer from Double Fine that has said, hey, that'd be cool and all, but we want to do our own original games. So not Double Fine as Xbox's like platformer studio. Then there's even Moon Studios, who did the Ori games for Xbox. They expressed that they would be down, but it just didn't work out, and they moved on to No Rest for the Wicked instead. Then you got even Rare, who are the people that own Banjo Kazooie. They're too busy doing Sea of Thieves and Everwild, which will probably never come out. And the one other one that I hear a lot of people saying is Toys for Bob, as a new studio that was with Xbox, but now they're independent, but they're making a partnered game for Xbox now. If you pay attention to a lot of leaks and rumors, it sounds like Toys for Bob has been working on a Spyro 4 before this, and that's what Xbox is going to publish, which makes sense because that's a more recent IP. So Xbox just can't find somebody to do it. Even Phil Spencer said, we hear you guys. We hear the Banjo peeps. We hear you. And that was the only official acknowledgement. There's a lot of people, or I guess a good handful of insiders, leakers, whatever, reporters, that there is something in the works at Xbox. I believe at one point, maybe Jez Gordon said it or whoever, there's something Banjo Kazooie in the works there.
He's a cooking something up.
We don't know the studio, we don't know how long it's been in development or where it's in development or whatever, but if it hypothetically was, I think in this direction that Xbox is moving now, they might actually show it at a Nintendo show more than an Xbox show. Why? This whole direction that Xbox is going with the play anywhere and everywhere situation, this is an Xbox, this is an Xbox. They're posting their games to PlayStation. They're also going to be posting their games to Nintendo. They've already started this. Banjo and Kazooie originated on the Nintendo. People's fondest memories, there was even a big reaction when the Banjo Kazooie like online version of it, you know, for the Switch subscribers, they got to play the original 64 version. And that's because it was. Banjo Kazooie became famous because of the 64. He is one of the most iconic Nintendo 64 characters. And then we got this even bigger reaction from the Super Smash Bros. Reveal of him in the game. He was one of the most demanded characters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I believe he was even number 2. And they even refined his look to be what a modern Banjo Kazooie would look like. That's exactly what he would look like. The reason that Xbox wouldn't put it in their own show, they can put it in there as like a trailer too when the release date happens, but for a reveal, everybody is watching that Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2. And a segment of that show will surely be for the partners and who's going to support this platform. And Xbox is definitely going to be one of those partners. And what an announcement to say that, like Doom the Dark Ages, I can't really think of anything else, honestly, but like their partnered stuff that, you know, have Minecraft or whatever, like stuff like that publish on multiple platforms, Banjo Kazooie is a day one, yes, on Xbox and Game Pass, but also for the Nintendo people. That is going to be the primary demographic. That is why they would do that.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for.
The primary demographic for the Banjo Kazooie fans would be Nintendo people. I have had Xbox people on my channel or on their channel that they have said, I don't really care about Banjo Kazooie. And I think that's just because there's way more of a, I guess, a mature audience, you know, like the shooters and the gores and stuff like that, or RPGs. There's a lot of people on Xbox that do that, or sports, but Nintendo is full of those E-rated game lovers, those platformers and stuff like that. And that's what Banjo Kazooie is. That is where the most sales would happen for Banjo Kazooie. Xbox knows this. And if we're gonna reveal that somewhere, we wanna reveal it to the people that'll buy the most copies and then supplement that to our Xbox peeps. If you play it here, you still get a day one in Game Pass and you can play it anywhere. But just FYI, people that are gonna buy the game, here you go. It's a far-fetched theory, and maybe it didn't happen at the Nintendo Direct if you watch this afterwards, but I still think that could be a future possibility, even if it doesn't. I'd be glad to see it at an Xbox show, but I just wanna see it, period. That's all I want. What do you want? What studio would you want to do it? I just can't think of any other than the ones I listed. It'd be great if Toys for Bob did it, but again, it sounds like they're doing Spyro 4. What studio would you want to do Banjo-Kazooie that Xbox would publish to Nintendo and Xbox? Let me know in the comments, and if this theory is too crazy. And make sure you subscribe if you want to keep being geek proud awesome.